right, hello, welcome back to the Focused Scooter Guy. Here for a very weird episode because I'm going to be recording from Chrome. Mainly to show you Facebook, but I thought I'd just show you my what you've already seen. Anyway, this picture here was the Corpus Cruise. This is my Houston. She's the Houston regional head, whatever, who suggested we start a Houston page. Then nobody showed up. We weren't really expecting that. And then my Bluey and due to crash my car. And you can see all my old videos. There's the Miata again. Me losing my GoPro. Yeah, we did a whole loop of 1604 in San Antonio. Oh, that was hilarious. But ETSA Scooter Guy cam. And then the winter driving day. If you find the right spot, you can see me take a corner just a tiny bit too fast and then correct it. Anyway, okay. Facebook. So here is the big forerunners of Texas. This is my car. And so this is actually all underwater right now. This bridge is just a wave machine right now. So yeah, not much going on here. There's only 5 people in this group. Then of course we have forerunners of Texas. Just had a photo competition today. I was late. Yeah. So, and we have 316 members. Oh yeah, okay, and the main thing I wanted to do was events. We need to go to... Oh, no, it's there. Okay, cool. Because I'm going to go over the events for next year, just for fun. Because I got excited the other day, and I went and planned all of them. There's Austin Ford Fest. Okay, and this will be the first one of next year, January 19th. And this is part of a bigger thing that I'm calling the Civic Focus Golf Challenge 2019. And I'll do another video, a short video explaining that. And we will be doing the Three Sisters, the best driving roads in Texas. And so for my events, I usually do give a route, just an explanation of everything, and do a route. Hopefully this will be on the recording. Yep, okay, good. And then you can see what we're doing. We're starting in Carville, going down here. This is... I'm not sure if this bit is considered part of the Sisters, but this is the same road. This is 337. And the Sisters is basically that. Not that one. This one. 335. Which I believe all flooded recently. And 336, which is the one that people don't like because it's got cattle grades on it. Personally, I think cattle grades spice up the road a little bit. But yeah, so that's the first part. Oh, actually, it's a bit wrong. I'm supposed to go down 16 because 16 has some really killer corners. And the second one, again. After lunch, going up that way, all that. This here, we had a nasty thing on this. Did a run with a few friends, and somebody managed to get a double blowout. That was not a fun day. We just came down here, all that, double blowout, and that was the end of the day. Quite disappointing. But yeah, these are best part of the I'll zoom out so everyone can see where we are. Sort of there, west of San Antonio. What I call the super hill country, because I think hill country is sort of that region. What else we got? What's this? Oh, this is just the cruise, because I got to come from Austin, so we're driving Austin through Fredericksburg and over this road, which is kind of fun. Bit weird, but it's good fun. So yeah, that's the first event. I decided to do events every 2 months. So this is the January event. Then the next one is in March, which is the Big Four Galveston cruise. And I think I'm going to probably do Big Four events every year. Just a one big one to get all the American cars together. And you see I did a nice picture here of, I think I tried to do every 2 decades. So this is sort of the new millennia there, the Tesla. And this is the 90s, 80s and 90s. It's a GMC Typhoon. Best SUV name ever. It's like a muscle truck, essentially. And there was also the Cyclone, which is the same, but pickup truck. And you got a Mercury lead sled coupe here, which is sort of 40s and 50s. And then we've got a Plymouth Barracuda, I think. That's Chrysler, right? Yeah. Plymouth Barracuda 70s, so 60s and 70s. And so this is the big boy cruise. Didn't do a map because it's a pretty simple route. It's Austin. Excuse me. It's funny, it all ended up as Walmarts just because they all happen to be in the perfect place, and Walmart has very lax parking rules, so I know they won't tell us to screw off. Anyway, so we start in Austin, and we go to Columbus. Sorry, we'll open Google Maps again. Oh, I don't know. There, okay. Anyway, wait, now I can. So it's shoot. There's a Walmart. I believe it's over here. 71. There's Austin Bergstrom. So we go down here. 71. We meet everyone from San Antonio. They're going to come meet us in Columbus because that's sort of the way you get to Houston. And then what's the next one? Next one will be in. You have to do special things to record. In Houston, there. Of course, the interesting thing is, if Teslas want to come, especially if Model 3s want to come, that means we have to figure out superchargers. And I believe there's only a couple in Houston. There's like one there and one there. So I don't know what we're going to do. Send them a different route and just wait a little extra for them to show up. I don't know. But anyway, and then we go down here through the center of Houston, down here to Galveston. This little island here. And then we're seawall there, take a picture. And then it's down the coast roads, and there's this nice little bit of a drive on beach. I believe it's there. Yeah, so we drive on there and then sort of finish up here, and everybody goes home or to a hotel if they don't got the stomach for a full drive back to San Antonio or Austin. So yeah, hopefully that one will be good. Anything else? Not affiliated with Walmart, just happens to be in the right spot. So hopefully that'll be a cool thing. And then May. Hopefully I'll be in Colorado. Phone's going off, sorry. And we'll be doing this whole... yeah. See, the trouble with trying to plan on Google Maps things in mountains is the roads are closed over the winter. So that's why it's not showing your route, because Mount Evans Road is closed, I think. Because it's snowing in Colorado at 20,000 feet, I think. Yeah. But anyway, so we basically I made sure we do Flex Peak very early in the morning to get ahead of all the tourists. And then we're going to go into... Oh, is this Denver? I can never remember where the capital of the colors. Yeah, so Denver. And so anybody who came from Denver will just go back up with us. And I'm doing trying to see every state capital, get a picture of my car in front of it. So that's why we're going there. And then up Mount Evans, which is the tallest mountain with a road going up it in Colorado. Not Pikes Peak, as some people seem to think. Pikes Peak is more famous because of the Pikes Peak hill climb. And I think it's got a higher quality road than Mount Evans. Mount Evans is a little... still paved, but not very nice. And then we go over the mountains, through the Eisenhower Tunnel, the highest point in the interstate network, weirdly, even though it's in a tunnel. Don't know how that worked out. But yeah, so we're going to check that out. And then... that's the end of that day. And that's part of a big week-long trip I'm doing with a couple other guys. We're taking 2 cars up there. My car and a Honda Civic Si, which was the picture. It's here. That's that Si. Very nice car, considering it's 12 years old now. It's 2006. And I mean, essentially, with the Veloster, I learned how to drive trying to keep up with that thing, because he's got 60 more horsepower than that Veloster had, so it was a task. Okay, so we've done Pikes Peak, and then July, going back to the Three Sisters. That's not an official picture. Don't worry about that. And it's a copy. I copied the event, but this one is for all Fords, so might have some Mustangs show up. Oh, and no Civics and Golfs, obviously. But yeah, might have some Mustangs show up for that. And what about maybe I don't know how well the Lightnings handle. They might be good. I'm not sure. Certainly not going to see a GT. I don't think no one's going to bring a Ford GT. And then 2 months later is Arkansas. Again, not the picture yet. I'm waiting till I do the first event so I can get a nice picture to put up here. And this is going to be a 2-day trip, because I already did a trip to Arkansas with the Civic Si, with the Veloster, which is where I learned to drive. And this will basically be just a weekend trip. Day up, drive up Friday, stay the night, and then we do the first. This is day 1. Essentially, I'm trying to make it an event for Dallas, because there's nothing to do in Dallas, quite frankly, car-wise, unless you want to, pay a fortune and go on the Texas NASCAR track or something like that. That's prohibitively expensive. Probably a lot cheaper to drive to Arkansas, even with hotels and everything. So yeah, and that's just the first boring part of the day. There might be some interesting roads up there, maybe, but it's really just getting to Arkansas. That's just part 1. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's just to lunch. And then this is part 2, which is up through the Ouachita, I think. I'm not sure if that's right. National Forest. I did think about going to Hot Springs, but time-wise for 2 days, it's not really possible. Without taking the fast route up here, which is like through there. But I thought I'd keep it more interesting. Go back to Hot Springs another time. And then hopefully what little focused Civic people there are in Tulsa and Oklahoma City and then Little Rock might show up. I don't know. Springfield, is that a big town? A decent size. And then we're going to go up through the Ouachita into Mount Magazine. And this is the highest point in Arkansas. And there's a road up there. There's actually there's a hotel at the top, which is weird in a state park. It's a very nice looking hotel for a state park, but yeah, and then we'll go up here, we'll get a nice picture. These are some fun switchbacks and twisties. And then the next part of the day. It's actually very busy first day, really. Good pictures, and then make a quick hike up to the peak. Just because, why not? And then, satellite view. And we're back up north. All the way to here, and this is where the official challenge starts. Again, talk about that next week. So that's technically where the Golfs and the Civics should join us. Everyone who didn't come from Texas, unless, they're welcome to join us earlier, but yeah. And then that one, okay, and then here we go, the Arkansas Dragon. Doing some corner scouting. And the Arkansas Dragon, I believe, is considered to be this bit. Although I looked at this road, and this looks way cooler. There's like single file bridges you can't even pass on. You just gotta wait for the other side to cross. And these Ozarks are pretty famous. We went up there, and you just finally get a little booklet of the Ozarks riding guide, because of course they're popular with motorcyclists. It's weird. You look for good roads. The place to go is motorcycle websites because, well, just in my opinion, anyway, the best roads for me are the tight
tight, small ones, preferably no center line. You know, you can, if you're doing more than 40, you're just asking to die essentially, or at least right off your car. This is probably a little faster than that. I seem to remember most of the roads around here have a 55 mile an hour limit, and then they have a 25 mile an hour corner. It's pretty insane, but gotta love Arkansas speed limits. Yeah, so then we go up there, and that is the official end of the challenge. That's where we're gonna do the count. It'll make sense next week. Not next week. Sorry, I'm not doing that. And then it's to Fayetteville for hotels. The trouble with going out into the boonies, there ain't nothing. There ain't nowhere to stay. So yeah, more fun roads. All the way to Fayetteville. Oh, someone commented on posting Grand Tour fans. Fun show. Especially since I'm right now showing you my Grand Tour. Anyway, okay, so starting day 2. There's some fun stuff here, and it's weird when it saves that. So we run our way down from Fayetteville. Down here, these interesting roads, some twisties. Down here, we had fun here last time. We went all the way up here, got to the gas station in Newark, and they didn't sell premium. The SI needs premium, so back down the hill to get some gas. That's very entertaining. So I guess we must have come up this road later, which we're not doing for this run. And then a little break, because people need to stop after driving for 3 hours. And then, that's broken. What happens if I copy and paste it? Oh, wrong keyboard. Okay. Yeah, I run 2 PCs. I've got a Microsoft Surface and a main PC, so it's kind of confusing. That's weird. Just didn't hyperlink. Huh. Well, anyway, so back down here, back into the Ochita, to Jansen Park. Cool looking park in Mena, Arkansas. It's just in the middle of the town. There's just a park with like a circular parking lot in it. Makes their satellite view look really cool. So yeah, we're doing that, and then it's just the boring back to Dallas. And then, because I did it last time I went to Dallas, I'll probably just blast back to Austin. Actually, we went to San Antonio, left Dallas at 10 p.m., and got back to San Antonio at 3 o'clock in the morning. That was a drive. But, saves me from taking a day off work, so. That's that event. I'll have to fix that hyperlink later. So there's Arkansas, and then back for Ford Fest Mark II. This is just a copy. That's a little. We used to do these little cruises in San Antonio, just around downtown. About leave it like 10 o'clock 10 o'clock at night. It's just nobody around, just cruise. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I haven't showed you the routes for this. So this is what I'm doing in about a week and a half. If it's raining, it'll be like 3 people. If not, hopefully it'll be 30 or 40. No, it won't be 40. It'll be 30. So yeah, we start here in Zilker Park and go across here through to the bridge. This is South Congress Avenue, which you can be like way down here and you can still see the Capitol way at the end of the road. Well, actually, there's a hill around there. I think you can see it from there. But yeah, so I really like it because you're running through downtown Austin and you just see the looming Texas Capitol building ahead of you. So we're going to run straight up to the Texas Capitol and then hang a left and then a right and then across here and then up through this bit. Nice twisty road. Oh, I don't think... Let's change the route. It used to go up to here and then... I think we'll go up to here. It's a little simpler. Although that turns a little nasty. And then we head up here to... This is Mount Bonnell, which is a fun little road. takes you up to Mount Bonnell, which is sort of advertised as the highest point in Austin, when in reality the highest point in Austin is right here. It's this intersection. I'm just for shits and giggles, I'm going to give you the. This is the highest point in Austin. Oh, actually, technically, the highest point in Austin is a little mound over there, or maybe where the 3M sign is. But anyway, so yeah, we go over here, over Mount Bonnell, over 2222, which is fun. Nice 2 lanes of twisties, and then over here, and then to the Pennybacker Bridge, which, if you've ever seen anything about Austin, is a giant red curved suspension bridge. Actually, well, look at it. This thing. It's Austin landmark. Not as exciting as some cities' giant bridges, but it's a unique looking bridge. So that's not really the fun part. That's just the, well, I mean, it's fun. It's a different type of fun, I guess. Then this is the fun part. So we start there, and then we go up here. This is City Park Drive. Might not be a drive. City Park Road, whatever. Which is fun. Usually some traffic. And then there's Pierce Road, which I really enjoy. Lots of really tight twists through here. Although if you come out this end, it's kind of sketchy because it really sneaks up on you. So if you're not paying attention, you'll fly into a tree and you'll be killed. And then back 2222. All the way up here. Down Bullock Hollow, which until yesterday or Sunday was closed because it flooded all along here, because Lake Travis here was way above what it should have been, and then they can't let it down through Lake Austin and Lady Bird Lake because that's downtown, which is about 4-5 feet above Lady Bird Lake. So be careful there. Anyway, and then we go up here. This is Lime Creek. My Veloster was wrecked probably around here-ish, one of these curves. And this is, well, I guess it's, oh no, that bit's not closed anymore, yeah. And then, yeah, see, you can see the problem. This road, you know, it is closed. It's closed right there. So, I guess it doesn't show in here. Anyway, so it's closed on there, so we go down here, 1431. And then Cow Creek, big fan of Cow Creek. It's, give you a street view here. It's a lot of this. Very tight. And then there's probably like 6 or 7 cattle grids along the whole thing. But it's a county road, so hardly anyone uses it. It's pretty good fun. Nice little 30 mile an hour safe speed deal. And then back down onto 1431, and then some more county roads. These aren't that exciting, but they're vaguely interesting. And then through Marble Falls, down here, to these county roads, which are really entertaining. There's some like huge drop-offs that like you don't think you're on a roller coaster type deal. And you send you down the hill. And so we do that. And then we were supposed to go down here because there's some cool curves here, but right now something happened here. I haven't been able to determine what, and this crossing is closed, so that road is basically useless now. But luckily there's some county roads, so we're going to just go through there. Those should be fun anyway. And then down 71 and through Lakeway. The traffic lights. I do not like Lakeway. Not fun. And then over to here. Mansfield Dam overlook. Where? Good place for some pictures. And then back down here. Which I think I showed you a picture of it earlier. Low Order Crossing, do a nice, I would love to get a shot there, because this Low Order Crossing, this road is closed now. Ever since they built the huge bridge here, that bridge is closed. This is the gate there, so this bridge is essentially useless right now. You can just cross it and then turn around. So you just cross it, line the cars up all on the bridge, and you get a beautiful shot. I was watching some Doug DeMuro earlier. And that's something cool to look at. Nice pictures. And, oh yeah, and the guy who's co-hosting it is running a cruise up from San Antonio. And I believe that was the last one. Yeah. Although while I'm at it, I'm just going to quickly look. I have no idea why I'm in that. I'm not going to a Corvette show. And then, yeah, as it cruise up to Austin Ford Fest. Here is this year's Austin Ford Fest. 44 interested. It is going to be such a shame if it's canceled. It really is. Or, I mean, if it's rained so people don't show up. But fingers crossed. Yeah, and then this... Oh, here it is. This is what I'm doing on Saturday. So it was already rescheduled, and I decided not to go to it, and then they rescheduled it, and I was like, oh, I can't resist, I gotta go. So they're doing a cruise, so that was interesting. First 100 to register, but I registered a few days ago, and it was still open. So I'm looking forward to seeing what sort of vehicles are there. It sounds like we're going to see some Model A's. I'm sure they're not doing the cruise, though. I'm guessing the cruise will mostly be older Mustangs, and they'll be very surprised when a brand new Ford Focus base shows up. I'm really hoping to find a 1918 Model T and be like, hey, look, it's like my car from 100 years ago. So yeah, that should be a fun day. And then I'm doing a photo shoot to get some pictures for Big 4 stuff. And there will be another video documenting that. Well, that about covers 2019 as events every 2 months. Should be a hell of a year.